If it's an iPhone or an iMac, chances are you probably got an Apple product in your house. Welcome to Willy UK, and today we'll be counting down the top 10 Apple products. And starting the countdown off at number 10, the Apple II. The Apple II started it all. Built just 12 months after the Apple I, the Apple II started Apple on the journey that the company has become today. It was the fastest selling personal computer of its time and was primarily designed by Wozniak. A little known fact is the Apple II was actually a line of computers that Apple kept producing until the Apple IIe, which stopped in November 1993. And coming in at number 9, the Mac. Following the success of the Apple II, Apple failed with the Apple III, a disaster the company had a hard time recovering from. But the luck all changed in 1984 when Jobs unveiled the Mac to the world in a Super Bowl commercial unlike anything the world has ever seen. Originally named the Apple Macintosh, the Mac took the personal computer revolution to the level that the Apple II never did. Known for its distinctive binge design, the computer came with a monitor, keyboard and a mouse, and it's remembered for its exceptional GUI. Once sales of the device were so strong that it would be hit, a second product came out, the Mac 512K, and the original Mac was named Mac 128K. Of course, the Mac was expensive and cost users $2,495, but I suppose you get more bang for your buck. And coming in at number 8 is the iMac. Apple suffered quite a few flops with its computing line after Jobs was ousted from the company. After Jobs' return, that all changed in 1998 when the company announced the iMac series of computers, starting with the iMac 3G. The iMac 3G was an all-in-one personal computer with the monitor and CPU in one system, and it was the first computer where you can actually see inside. The iMac 3G originally came in Bondi Blue, then was released in 13 other colours. It also included dual headphone jacks and built-in stereo speakers, and it was one of the first major products that Jonathan Ive, Apple Vice President of Industrial Design, created with designing. The original iMac was also the first computer to use USB ports as a standard. The first iMac cost consumers £1,299 in May 1998. And our number 7 slot, iTunes. Apple is known for its great hardware it's made over the years, but one piece of software helped turn the fortunes of the company around forever: iTunes. Apple introduced iTunes as a digital jukebox of sorts in January 2001. The company's big innovation was allowing a user to store all the songs on a computer in one place. Unlike many of Apple products, iTunes is a free download that was originally made only available for the Mac OS 9, but later came to Microsoft Windows to help expand iTunes' reach. Although iTunes was launched with just the ability to store all music in one place, it became much more than that. With iTunes, users can now burn CDs and purchase MP3 albums, movies, TV shows, books and other forms of all contents, all straight from a platform, giving Apple access to over 800 million and growing credit cards and user accounts. And coming in at our number 6 slot, the iPod. In October 2001, Apple changed the world yet again by introducing consumers to the iPod. It was described as being able to have 1,000 songs in your pocket. The first iPods went on sale on November 10th, 2001. The MP3 player was out long before Apple came with the iPod, but Apple's ability to revolutionise the market and make it easy to create a product everyone wanted to have and couldn't do without. The original iPod is known for its famous click wheel, which helps users scroll through their music library with ease. It originally came in 5GB and 10GB models, but in subsequent versions, the latest iPod Classic, Apple increased the amount of storage on the device to 160GB. The original iPod connected via firewall, but this later changed to USB. For both syncing and charging, the 5GB version cost users about £399, whilst the 10GB cost users £499. The iPod spawned a line of products including the iPod Mini, iPod Nano, iPod Shuffle, and of course the iPod Touch. And coming in at number 5, the iPod Video. The iPod may have changed the way we listen to music, but the iPod Video changed the way we watch videos. Announced in October 2005, Apple launched the 5th version of the iPod, which had the capability of not only playing music, but also available to view photos and watch videos. It came in 30GB, 60GB and 80GB sizes, as more user-packed videos and photos onto their devices. The Apple Video was the first iPod to come in colours, other than white, as black was introduced. The 30GB model cost buyers $299, and the 60GB model $399. The iPod Video is the first and only iPod available with a band on it, and as the rock band U2 has their own special edition costing $349. And coming in at number 4, the iPhone. In January 2007, Apple introduced the iPhone on AT&T's network, setting a new standard in smartphone design and functionality. The first iPhone was unveiled at Macworld in 2007 at the Moscone Center in San Francisco, and was very pricey. The first two models, a 4GB version and an 8GB version, cost $499 and $599. Respectively, it garnered some positive attention from the media that was dubbed the Jesus phone. In the first 5 quarters, the phone was available and sold 6.1 million units. The company eventually cut the price by $200, and Steve Jobs apologised to the users. The company ushered in a new wave of smartphones and now accounts for more than 50% of Apple's revenue per its last quarterly fill-in. And coming in at number 3, the iPhone 5S. The iPhone proved to be a big hit and getting people talking, but not until the iPhone 5S did Apple truly show their capacity of how smartphones could take over the PC and other mobile devices for all your computing needs. The iPhone 4S was the first phone to introduce Siri, Apple's personal navigation assistant, but the 5S was the first phone to include a 64-bit chip that allowed the A7 that allowed users to do everything that you could do on a PC, but incredibly faster. One Qualcomm employee was quoted as saying, "The A7 chip took the mobile industry by surprise. The 64 Apple chip hit us in the gut," said the Qualcomm employee. "Not just us, but everyone really. We were all slack-jawed and stunned and unprepared." The 5S is a 4-inch, the same size as the previous iPhone 5, and incorporates Touch ID, a feature that may lead to Apple's next big thing: mobile payments. In an Apple keynote in April 2010, Apple announced the first iPad, which breathed new life into an ailing tablet market that no other tech company had been able to get a successful crack at. According to Rutam via iSupply, 12.9 million iPads were shipped as of December 10, 2010, including 300,000 sold in the first day it was available. The iPad Air, however, has taken the tablet industry to the next level. Apple's thinnest iPad yet, it weighs just 1.5 pounds, with an LTE connectivity, nearly half a pound lighter than the predecessor. It's just 7.5mm thick, nearly 2mm thinner than the predecessor, and as well it comes in 16, 32, 64 and 128GB models, allowing tablet consumers the option of increasing storage on their mobile device. Though the tablet market has been slow in the past few quarters, Apple via iPad Air, as well as the rest of the Apple family, has managed to keep its stronghold on the market, owning 32.5% of the market, down from 33.2% in the fourth quarter of 2013. And in our top spot, Mac OS X. Apple has always been known for making exceptionally beautiful hardware, but its software has also been a thing of beauty, as Mac OS X has been standing for years now, already developed for software from Next, a Steve Jobs company that was bought by Apple. OS X is built on a Unix system that's a sleek, responsive, safe and easy to use. It's both available in 32 and 64-bit editions, and the current version, OS X Mountain Lion, is now available on the Mac App Store instead of a disc for $19.99. OS X Mountain Lion has some features similar to iOS, including iMessenger, iCalendar, notes, reminders, and integration with both Twitter and Facebook. Interested in more Apple products? Go to their website. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please subscribe to Willie UK. I will be uploading a top 10 video a few times a week. Until next time, have a great day.